Golf Club. Also, I would like to invite you, you've probably heard that Southwest Kansas Chambers is hosting a gubernatorial candidate debate Thursday night. So it's Thursday night in Garden City also, and it's going to be at the Horace Good Middle School. And this is only one of 5 candidate forums that they've done. And so we're very fortunate to have them agree to come to Southwest Kansas and do one of their debates. So we're real excited about that. All 5 of the candidates will be there. And just invite you to come to that too.
This Thursday?
This Thursday, yes. 6:30 it starts. 6:30. Southwest Kansas Chambers, I think most of you already know, is an organization that the Liberal Chamber is a part of. And consists of the chambers of Liberal, Dodge Garden, Ulysses, Scott City, and Hugoton. And we meet on a regular basis, and we work on projects together and have events. So it's been really good. We've done this for probably almost 10 years now, have this organization, and it's been really good to have some regional effect with that organization. Any questions? Okay, hope some of you can come up to one or both of these.
Thank you for the invitation.
Yeah, thank you very much, Roselle.
Anybody else?
Come on
Yes,
up,
Rita. Please come.
Good evening, Rita.
We love you.
Do you really? I hope so. Okay, when I was here 2 weeks ago, I was bringing up about the safety and the blind spots and things like that. I went around and I was spent quite a few hours, again, just before I came to, you were the only one. Yes. And I have a detailed map of what I consider crucial to the safety of Liberal and to the citizens in it. And I'm not going to share it because I did all the work. And I told you guys about it. And you could have gotten in your cars and driven around to see what it is. But I'm just going to bring up a couple of things, and I'm not even going to discuss your blind spots tonight. Driving around from Tucker, clear over to Highway 83 is just short of 2 miles. Almost 4 miles from what you call Main Street now, all the way to Pine, all the way down. Well, the first thing that I noticed when I was coming back south on Highway 83 up to what you're calling Main Street now, when you're going to turn left, you better know what you're doing, because that left turn off the highway pulls you directly into the eastbound traffic on there directly. That arrow goes right into the street. If you don't know where you're going, you're pulling in, and I've seen several people pull in there. So that really needs to be changed. Darlene Ford asked when they're doing that new driveway at Senior Citizens that people would look out for them. We have a man that comes 5 days a week. He's 97 years old. So now he's walking across the street. The next oldest one is 87. And then you have all these people in the 80s. They're barely shuffling. You've got a bus stop right then. You have no crosswalks, none. And their complaint was nobody was stopping for them. You go over to this Meadow Lark on 11th and Calvert. There are no street dividing lines for what lane you're in. There are no crosswalks. And then you have little short, narrow sidewalk going about a block and a half. You have all these little children here. You have nothing there. Then you go from Kansas to Oklahoma on Pine Street, and you have about a 4-foot sidewalk. And then you hit the fire department. You have a nice wide sidewalk from the fire department all the way. It's called the Sidewalk to Nowhere, and I'm sure every one of you know exactly what I'm talking about. It goes to nowhere. It's wide, it's beautiful, it's accommodating, it has lights, but it has nothing. And we have these kids going to school, no sidewalk. The big sidewalk behind Penny's to the college is huge, beautiful. Then you got this little teeny tiny sidewalk on Main Street, up there, around Burger King. Little teeny narrow thing. But that's the thing there. But I was counting, and I'm just going to give you a little short thing here. From 2nd Street, these are the stop signs that I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about with the little lights on them. You need 4 on 2nd. You need 1 on 7th. You need 3 on 11th. You need 3, yeah, and then you need 4 on Western. We're talking on Western and Calvert. Then you go all the way down, and when you get to the highway, you need that one on what you call Main now. Tucker, 15th, 11th, 8th, which goes into John Jacobson's, that around the ball thing. And this is the deal. You've got all these kids, and you've got no markings on that street and no real stop sign. So you have nothing to show where car go one way and one go the other. So that needs to be taken care of. And that stop sign right there at that Jacobson and 8th Street also. I came up with, oh, and that went down to the end of Pine also. So I'm coming up with 18 that you need now. I need to know, how much do you want each one of these signs cost? You write the checks?
It's been a while since I've wrote the checks, but if memory serves me correct, I think they're about $2,500 a piece.
$2,500 a piece.
Nor are they required by code. All that's required is reflective signs that meet the DOT codes. I mean, you know.
Wouldn't it be nice to keep the citizens of Liberal safe with their streets and their stop signs and things like that that are reflected? Now you have 4. You have 2 on Western or 7th and Pershing. Real nice. And the only other 2 I could find were the new places, Centennial Boulevard. So there's one coming off of IHOP and the other one coming off the new hotel. How come they got the 2 ones and nobody else did? Those are the newest places in town.
Those were all done before my time, but I'm assuming because that's a new street and nobody would know that there was stop signs there.
It's for awareness, yeah.
And the one on 7th, that was addressed because of traffic accidents.
Yep.
But, you know, we can't necessarily spend $2,500 for every corner in Liberal because we have to do we have to go by Dennis's reports. Are there problems with people not seeing the signs or just people flat not obeying traffic laws?
Well, I've noticed the one on Main up there by IHOP, you've got this stop sign, but you've got that gorgeous road across there, and I found myself in the beginning, I stopped there because there's a stop sign, and then you go further, and then you've got the real stop sign. But is it just money? Is that why we're not getting any? Do you have any in the budget? Are we going to have any?
If I may, years ago when we did an analysis and we had a consultant come in for 2nd and Western when we were evaluating that intersection because of the heightened importance of it, they did an analyzation of all the stop signs in the city, and it's to my knowledge that their opinion was that we had too many stop signs in Liberal as it was. Going back to your previous concern about the markings on the streets, I did attend a traffic safety committee last week with Robert George and made him aware of these markings again. He did admit that he's aware of those and he's daily trying to deal with those as tasks and time permit and so forth. Again, with the stop signs, when we have a new posting of a stop sign to make the public more aware of it, we do put the flashing lights around those to get
So we have
public's
4 in
attention.
Liberal. Is that all?
We're in the process of constantly evaluating our need for more. And matter of fact, with this last meeting, we are putting up some more stop signs at in an intersection on 6th Street over by Purdue area because of numerous complaints and concerns. And so we are posting more stop signs right there. But this Traffic Safety Committee, and Robert George is who you could get more detailed information from. The meeting led with movement being made forward on another evaluation for signs to be posted, and we will, but it's a combination of money and importance and getting compliance. If we put stop signs everywhere where the public doesn't see that they're needed, then they're just going to be violated and so forth. But the consultation that we had years ago, again, indicated that we had too many signs in Liberal as it was, based on our needs and safety assessments. But you're more than welcome to bring more concerns forward to Robert George. We meet monthly.
I know, but nobody ever called me. I know, but where did they meet?
We met last week at the rec center. We usually do. And we're
Like the first Tuesday of the month, something like that, or
we
what?
send out emails and